Once again defeated, General Duke retreats, thinking his forces would be safe in orbit above Antigua Prime. But upon escaping the planet's surface, his battlecruiser, the Norad II, was ambushed by the Zerg swarm within the planet's atmosphere and forced back to the ground. We enjoy a moment of victory on Antigua Prime, explained to us by our adjutant in our mission debrief. The colony, now being in open revolt against the Confederacy, has left the remaining Confederate forces in a state of mass panic. Their few leftover outposts on the planet are in a state of disarray now that they are fending off rebels on all fronts. While most Confederate transmissions are encrypted, the adjutant intercepts a distress call from an unsecured Confederate line.
General Duke calling from Alpha Squadron flagship Norad 2. We've crash-landed and are being hit hard by the Zerg. Request immediate backup from anyone receiving this signal. Repeat, this is a Priority 1 distress call.
It's none other than General Duke. He and his men are desperately trying to fight off the Zerg trying to overrun the crashed remains of the Norad 2. He requests immediate aid from anyone who can give it. If no one comes, death is certain. In a surprising act of benevolence, Minsk orders Captain Raynor to save General Duke.
Jim, I want you to move in and save that base.
I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
Arcturus, have you lost your mind?
Raynor and Kerrigan protest, but Minsk explains that having a Confederate general join the Sons of Korhal could only be a boon to their cause.
Listen, I know Duke's a cold-hearted bastard, but an entire colony shouldn't have to suffer for that. Besides, a Confederate general could prove to be a powerful ally. This is an opportunity we cannot miss.
I don't like this at all.
I'm not asking you to like it. I'm asking you to do it.
Begrudgingly, we agree
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's get this over with.
and accept our new mission.
Raynor here.
If we're doing this, we better hurry. That ship won't last long against those Zerg.
Raynor and our forces deploy at the outskirts of an Antiguan rebel base, not far from the crash site of the Norad 2. The only obstacle standing between us and the General are two extensive Zerg bases. An aerial approach would be suicide, since the crash site is surrounded by several anti-air defenses and a large swath of airborne forces. Our best option then is to approach on foot and crush the enemy bases from the ground.
Your forces are under attack.
Calling online.
The Antiguan rebels offer us just the structure for the job, the armory. This structure houses numerous vehicle and airship upgrades and provides schematics for a powerful new mech, the Goliath.
Go ahead, TACOM. Systems functional. Channel open. Comlink online. Milspec ED209 on. Checklist protocol initiating. Running level 1 diagnostic. USCA selected. FDIC approved. Checklist completed. SOP.
This upright killing machine, whose frame is entirely composed of neosteel, is outfitted with dual machine guns and a salvo of surface-to-air missiles. Just what you need to show a Zerg swarm where they can stick it. These mechs first made their appearance in the Terran military in 2480 and became integral within all parts of combat in 2485 when their schematics were leaked to the Confederacy, which tipped off the start of the Guild Wars. Also a fun fact, their design was based on the Ed 209 mech from RoboCop, which is pretty cool. With this new weapon at our command, we can turn the tide of the battle against the swarm of Zerg.
Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
We notice that the first entrance into enemy territory is a bit of a choke point, but there is a path on the west side that leads to additional resources and a way to attack the enemy from their flank. By exploiting a bit of strategy, we find our enemies running before us. While we kill more and more Zerg, they also try to destroy the survivors of the Norad too. Thankfully, there are a couple SCVs who are able to repair damages when the enemies are slain. Our troops push on, prodding over countless lead-filled Zerg corpses, and turn their bases into piles of wet, sticky pulp. After what feels like our hardest battle yet, Captain Raynor accompanies a battalion that destroys the spore and sunken colonies on the plateau surrounding the Norad II. This allows Raynor and a fleet of dropships to make it to the crash site. General Duke, surprised to see us, of all people, as the only responders to his distress call, is given a choice by Minsk. Saddle up with the Sons of Korhal and ride this new wave of revolution, or perish along with the rest of the Confederacy who left him to die. Reluctantly, General Duke agrees.
You're about the last folks I expected to show up. What's your angle here, Minsk?
Our angle? I'll give you an angle, you slimy Confederate piece of
Jim, enough. I'll handle this. The Confederacy has fallen apart, Duke. Its colonies are in open revolt. The Zerg are rampaging unchecked. What would have happened here today if we hadn't shown up?
Your point?
I'm giving you a choice. You can return to the Confederacy and lose, or you can join us and help save our entire race from being overrun by the Zerg. I don't think it's a difficult decision.
Join forces with you? I'm a general, for God's sake.
A general without an army. I'm offering you a position in my cabinet, not just some backwater post. Don't test my patience, Edmund.
All right, Minsk. You got a deal.
You've made the right choice, General Duke.
I can't believe you're really gonna trust this snake.
Don't worry, Jim. He's our snake now.
And the Antiguan rebel to see us, of all people, as the only responders to his distress. But Minsk explains. Oh goodness. It's all Minsk. He's the villain to my voice. But Minsk explains. There we go.